Hello, everyone. It is your host here. It is Team Rarai. Now, how's everyone doing on this Saturday's edition? I am doing very well. Now, speaking of Saturday again, today, a special NFL game day. There's only 3 games on, okay? The rest of them will be on tomorrow. So, good luck with your, I guess, still part of your fantasy football. Maybe you're in a championship round, or maybe you want to make some easy money, or NFL pick them. So there you go. I cannot believe this season's almost over. I know, very, very sad for all the NFL fans, even including me. Now, don't worry, my viewers. I will discuss my social accounts when the video is completely over. Now, I want you guys and gals to sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some meat, or grab some to drink, or maybe, just maybe, you want to chill out if you want and hear my thoughts, my opinions on the subject. And of course, the link will be down below, or the article will be down below. It will be strictly a link. You can read it or watch the video footage down below. Now, in your opinion, who has a better mindset in the WWE? You have Vince McMahon or Paul Heyman? Now, do you agree with Sabu? He thinks that Paul Heyman has better visualing than McMahon in the wrestling world. It says a better mind than Vince. So Sabu thinks that Paul Heyman has a better mindset than McMahon in the wrestling world. You know what I'm trying to say? Probably the only reason he's saying that is because he worked with Paul Heyman for many, many years. He didn't work with Vince that long. Now, Paul Heyman, love him or hate him, he did a very good job in ECW. He did a very good job in the early days of SmackDown. I think the Crane team, I think, not too sure. He's a flipping genius. I wish that he went back in that department, that area. Paul Heyman, that Crane team on SmackDown, they're just me, but they're doing very good so far. Now, what's your thoughts on this, okay? Okay, Sabu is mostly remembering for his time in ECW under the creating on screen director of Paul Heyman. In '06, Sabu joined the WWE version of ECW, where he had the opportunity to work with Vince McMahon. Of course, it's not as good as Paul Heyman's version of ECW. I don't know why McMahon ruined a classic brand called ECW. He just ruined it. Just because he bought it, he should make it even better, but whatever. McMahon did not care about anything like that. He just cared about making money. How can you make money on ECW on McMahon's version if it's not as very good as the Paul Heyman version for many, many years ago? Stupid. He just sell t-shirts, McMahon. Well, the company did, and it just sad. I really wish that in the whole that ECW was still around. I wish there's a way that we could sell it to another wrestling company and make it more hardcore, and then be something to watch besides WWE. I know there's another wrestling companies out there besides WWE. You know what I'm saying? So competition is always the key to make your product 10 times better. Look how good McMahon did under the Attitude Era. He got destroyed from WCW because their product was 10 times better than theirs until he made it a little better. You know what I'm saying? Competition is very, very good. Now they only have no competition at all. And that is baloney. You have no competition on Friday Night and SmackDown. I'm talking about another wrestling company. Well, you have AEW, but I think they're going to be done doing Friday nights because SmackDown is going to be 3 hours next week. Not really looking forward to that, but we'll see how that's going to pan out. And then, I know I'm going off the record now. This Monday night is the last one ever on USA Network because the following Monday will be the debut on Netflix. Back to 3 hours. That's another buzzkill. I don't care what anybody says. That's a stupid idea. I don't give a darn how many great talents, great storylines we have, but it's just overwhelming. It's gonna be a total of 8. You have Monday Night Raw and you have Friday Night SmackDown, both live shows. Oh my gosh, I don't know how they're gonna pull this off. But that's all I have to say with that. But I just wish McMahon never bought ECW. Never, you know what I'm saying? And another thing is off the record, I wish he never bought WCW. I wish he never did. I mean, if he did it the correct way, instead of burying these performers, use it in the proper way. Have their own brand, but that's McMahon for you. He just cared about one thing, making profit, making money, It sucks. It really does, for the wrestling fan, for this company, only, So I mentioned this over and over like a broken record, but I wish during the angle we had back in 2001, the major players over there, like Goldberg, Nash, etc., etc. The only reason they were not there at the time because they're under the Time Warner contract, AOL. So they just sit home in August. The only guy who did it was Booker T. I mean, it was good, don't get me wrong, but I think it'd be more exciting to bring all these guys that we grew up with back in the day of the late 90s or early 90s. That was awesome. But it's like a what if kind of thing, And of course, the F probably will destroy them in the storyline wise because it's their brand, So what's your thoughts on this? You agree with Sabu or disagree with him? I definitely agree with Sabu because I think Paul Heyman has a better mindset in the wrestling world under the ECW than McMahon ever did under his version of the ECW version. That version was off the chain. I mean, it was off the wall. It was just didn't make any sense. The only good thing about it, we have Hardcore Harley versus RVD, and it was a very unique match. That's the only good part about that McMahon ECW version 06. And I don't know if it's on Peacock or not. Probably it is all classic stuff in ECW. If so, let me know. Because then I can watch that match. Now follow me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. All my social media accounts will be down below. Now if you want to be part of my show, that'd be delightful. If not, do about it. Have a good one. I'll see you tonight. Sorry if I'm randomly discussing about other random discussions. See you guys tonight.